Bryon Powell of iRunFar here with Andy Jones-Wilkins, six consecutive time top 10 finisher at the Western States 100. How are you today, Andy?
I'm doing great, Bryon. Thanks.
Well, it's Statesmas week, as we like to call it around
it's
here.
It's Statesmas.
Merry Statesmas to you. So it's Wednesday, 3 days before the race. Let's go right in. Who's your top 10?
Oh gosh, it's another
for the men. Let's
for the men.
Since you know that field so well,
it's another tough year. But I like Jeff Rose for the win. I think Hal's going to be right on his tail, and Mike Wolf, Nick Clark. Those three guys could be bouncing up and down. I like Jez Bragg.
Mm-hmm.
Tsuyoshi Kaburagi. Not sure what Killian's going to do.
Still not staying one way or the other.
Still don't know one way or another. And then after that, you know, those last 4 spots, it's probably 10 guys vying for that.
At least, right?
At least. I like Ian Sharman. I like the way, I like the way I'm running.
Yeah, good.
So I'm hoping. I think it's going to take sub 17 to get into the top 10.
And how many times have you gone sub 17?
I have not gone sub 17.
So you're shooting for that this weekend, then, I take it?
Shooting for 16:45.
Excellent. So think it's going to be a fast course, then?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think the new course changes combined with the snow melting and the mellow temperatures, it's going to be fast.
Sub 15 possible?
I think the winner will go sub 15. Yep. And I think maybe there might be 2 guys under that. Mm-hmm. But time will tell, won't it?
Indeed. So you picking yourself for the Masters win, or there's a lot of talent there?
I think with Tsuyoshi, Dave Mackey, Glenn Redpath, myself, Scott Jaime, I'd put it in one of those 5 guys.
Okay.
But a lot can happen after Forest Hill.
There are years that you said earlier tonight that you've gone from 10th at Forest Hill to 4th at the finish, or about that?
Yeah, so one of the things I think about this race that's really evolved is, as recently as 07, I was 10th at Michigan and finished 4th. And just last year, I was 10th at Michigan and finished 9th. Now, 2 guys kind of made my life miserable, Ian and Glenn, but I think you got to be in the hunt early. You know, you got to be at Robinson, or this year Mosquito. You got to be in the top 15, 16, 17 if you're going to be in the hunt.
You need contact, yeah.
You need contact. Yeah.
You're not hunting down tons of people anymore.
Yeah.
So how about on the ladies' side of things?
Well, I think the big, I know a lot of guys people are pulling for Ellie Greenwood. I think Ellie's a great runner. She's unproven at 100 miles, and I just have a tough time going with a newcomer in this race. I like Cami Semick. I really know Megan Arbogast is running really well. She's strong, she's solid, she's trained as hard as she, I think, has in a long time. So I'd say between those 3, that'll be the race. But there's a lot of other gals in that mix as well, and I don't even know how deep to go, but I would guess that there might be 2 women in the overall top 10.
2 women in the overall top 10.
Well, no, that can't happen, could it? Not if they're both going to break the quarter. No.
So Ann Trayson's going down this year.
No, I really don't think Ann's going down. I'm going to have to take that back. You're going to have to edit that out.
And for the Masters win, that is
Megan and Cami. Megan and Cami will battle it out. I know. Who else is there in that mix?
There's Nikki.
I mean, Nikki's going to be there, and if the conditions change and it ends up being hot, you know, Nikki's going to be right in the mix. But I think Nikki's more of a probably 3rd place master, but we'll see.
Anita?
She is tough. Yeah, Anita's a question mark. Haven't seen much from her in a long time, so.
And we're totally leaving one person out completely. Who are we leaving out? There's like 5 Tracy Garneau, who having
a win last year. Well, I mean, how silly to leave Tracy out. I mean, I think she's going to run steady. She's going to run her race. She's going to finish strong. It's just a matter of what everybody else does before and after. Yeah.
Well, good luck. I kind of I'm a little sad that I'm not going to be out there with you, pacing you from Forest Hill to Green Gate, but I'll hear how you do at the finish.
Well, and how about you? What are you thinking of for the race? Let's turn it around a little bit. So, you know, iRunFar viewers, this is Bryon's first time back at the race since '06.
That's right.
The infamous year of 115 in El Dorado. So how's your training going?
Well, I ran Pocatello a couple weeks ago and it was all right. But my training has not been ideal.
And when did you start your taper?
Monday.
Attaboy!
I was doing hill training over the weekend. I got to get the quads ready.
And you ready for the snow?
Yes. Snow to Memorial Day in Park City. I'm ready. I'm ready to be done with the snow.
And
actually.
how's the sauna training going?
I don't like the sauna training, but when it's in the 60s in Park City in late June, it was necessary.
So here's your dark horse, top 20, Bryon Powell.
Oh.
Keep an eye out.
Well, great
Thanks
talking
to
you, Andy.
Good to talk to you.